CBS decided to claim my review of the Sabrina the Teenage Witch episode Pancake Madness, and when I disputed the claim, they rejected it. It was a fair use review, only using the clips necessary to make the point that it was an ineffective special episode. But I'm a small YouTuber that has no way to fight them on this, so I decided to make my point in another way. I'm sorry if this is boring for you.
Tonight, on a very special episode.
Teaser clip. Salem is a sentient stack of pancakes. Salem asks, Sabrina, are you hungry? There is a laugh track. Scene. Hilda Spellman tries to enter the closet into the other realm, but she is met by an invisible force field.
If I didn't know any better, I'd swear this would be a very special episode about Hilda.
Scene. Sabrina and Salem are sitting at the kitchen table. Sabrina uses her magic to conjure up 2 stacks of pancakes, one for her and one for Salem. Salem says, "Pancakes for breakfast? You're mad."
In hindsight, it's hard to tell if Salem's being sarcastic or sincere.
Scene. Hilda and Zelda rush to the kitchen table. Hilda watches on as Zelda snatches the fork Sabrina has just used to grab a bite of pancake out of Sabrina's hands.
Fabulous overreaction, Zelda.
Scene. Zelda very seriously says, Sabrina. Sabrina very sassily says, oh no, are we about to have the parent-child pancake talk?
Sabrina's attitude is the right attitude for this episode.
Scene. Sabrina eats a bite of pancake off of Salem's plate.
Sabrina hasn't even eaten the pancakes yet, and she's willing to eat off the same plate as the cat to get her fix. Family addiction runs strong.
Scene. Sabrina is in the hallway of her high school. When she is alone, she digs a styrofoam container of pancakes out from the trash and eats from it.
That addiction escalated quickly.
Scene. In the living room of the Spellman home, officers drag Hilda up the stairs as Zelda watches on. Hilda declares, those tests are completely inconclusive, eh? Zelda chastises, Hilda, you never filled out your paperwork to live in this realm?
This might actually be a very special episode about immigration laws separating families.
Scene. In a high school classroom, Sabrina grabs Harvey's hand and tries to lick it. Harvey wrestles his hand away from Sabrina and harshly whispers, stop trying to lick my hands. There's no syrup on them.
Sabrina has problems.
Scene. Sabrina turns to an extra on the other side of her. She grabs onto his oversized brown shirt and says, I'm in the mood for pancakes. Are you holding?
I just can't.
Scene. Sabrina is at home watching television. She is holding the remote. The television says, Ramos' dilemma came down to one agonizing choice, Hitler or pancakes.
Hitler or pancakes? There is no situation where that question is an actual dilemma.
Scene. At night, Sabrina is making pancake batter in the kitchen. Salem startles her by jumping on the table. Sabrina drops the batter and scrambles to scoop it up off the floor.
Sabrina became a junkie in a day. Pancakes ruin lives, kids.
Scene. In the high school cafeteria, Sabrina goes on a super speed binge, eating pancakes from everyone's plates. She then picks up an entire stack of pancakes, lifts it over her head, and sucks them up like a vacuum.
Sabrina's addiction comes with a montage.
Scene. In the Spellman kitchen, Zelda removes a letter from the toaster as Salem watches on. Zelda reads, thank you for filing your request for change in immigration status. Please expect a response within 5 to 10 working years.
This is a very special episode about immigration laws.
Scene. Zelda opens the front door to find an overinflated Sabrina. Sabrina looks like Violet Beauregard after she chews the Wonka gum, but less purple. Zelda puts a hand to her cheek and looks Sabrina up and down, trying to process the destruction.
Man, she put on that weight fast. I'm not envious.
Scene. In the Spellman living room, the little kid doctor that occasionally shows up pokes Sabrina with a needle as Zelda watches on. Sabrina deflates quickly as a windstorm picks up in the Spellman living room, blowing conveniently placed papers about.
Man, she lost that weight fast. I want to be a witch.
Scene. A musical dance number happens in Sabrina's high school cafeteria. It lasts forever.
Addictions come with musical numbers.
Scene. Sabrina is in a cafe where she meets a giant talking syrup lady. Sabrina says to the giant talking syrup lady, "But I don't want to be hooked on pancakes. I forgot about my friends. I forgot about my family. All I could think about was getting more pancakes, eating more pancakes."
Chill, Sabrina. It was literally 2 days.
Scene. In the snowy wilderness, Zelda and Hilda come across a border guard who looks suspiciously like a Mountie. Zelda and Hilda try to cross, but he stops them. He says, "Before you go, I have to ask you a few questions about the mortal realm to prove you live there."
The sweet, innocent 90s, when you didn't need a passport to travel anywhere in North America, and this joke made sense.
Scene. Outside of the linen closet in the Spellman home that separates the mortal realm from the other realm, Zelda recounts how she escaped the other realm by being thrown over the border. She then asks Sabrina how she's doing, and Sabrina says, "I'm fine. Aunt Hilda helped me through it."
We solved addiction and immigration in 20 minutes. Zelda Sabrina 2016.
Scene. Salem is in a bar, sobbing. Sabrina walks in and says, "Salem, how many catnip Mai Tais have you had?"
In case you missed it, this entire episode was about addiction.
Scene. Salem is acting like a drunk. A laugh track plays as the credits roll.
Always end your very special episodes with a laugh track. This was a hot mess of special episode that turned out to be 2 special episodes in one. First, we have Sabrina becoming wildly addicted to pancakes in just one day. While it was very obvious that the episode was dealing with addiction in general, it was just too much. Then we had the immigration subplot, which actually does touch on issues people have expressed with trying to immigrate to the US, but it's played as a joke and it's completely lost in the addiction story. It's also a mixed bag of learning lessons, as Sabrina learns she should trust her aunts enough to listen to them, or, failing that, at least talk to them, whereas the lesson learned in the immigration subplot was, it's just easier to cross the border, and that is depressing. If you want to see more videos like this, please leave a like so I know to make them. If you have episodes you'd like to suggest, leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching a very special episode.